What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Matt here, and today we will be working on the Subi. We will be giving the Subi a ricer paint job. Now, before we go and we get what we are doing to make the ricer paint job, I'm letting you guys know that this is kind of for joke purposes, but it's actually going to be functional as well. Just bear with me. It'll all make sense here in a little bit. Now, just remember, like I said in previous videos, same with kind of plastic dipping the trunk lid and putting the plugs in, because I hated the freaking shorty spoiler that was on that. And just like doing the whiteout letters and stuff like that, this car will be getting resprayed or wrapped. It's crazy because right now in the driveway we have the GTI, Subi, and the Jetta, and Grandpa's Blazer, which the Blazer, we actually got done draining out the coolant out of the radiator and all that fun shit. We did a whole, I don't even know. We put like all sorts of radiator flush and stuff inside that, filled him back up. He is good to go for the winter. He still needs brakes. This thing finally got inspected. Cat is finally replaced. This thing is running like a beaut. Subi, that's always just a pile of freaking headaches. This thing right here, the football bag system that we put in the back, if you guys didn't see that, check out one of my previous videos. We actually put footballs in the springs in the back, just to kind of stiffen the GTI. The GTI will be getting raised up here shortly and getting some interior work and probably some body work. Also, that steel wheel probably will not be here shortly. So right now in beautiful Pennsylvania, it is like 40 degrees out right now, so we are going to do a cold start on the Subi so you guys can hear. This thing actually hasn't been run since Thanksgiving Day, when I had the recall taken care of on the Takata airbags. Took it down to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, had that all changed out. They did it in like 3 hours, but my dad took it down and drove it back because I had to work. So that's why the GTI is down here, because I've been driving the GTI for a little bit. So I actually had to step back inside because it's too windy and it's getting kind of chilly out. But we will go out and we will do the cold start of the Subi. Get a lot of hate. I am not going to be doing something along the lines of the picture that I'm going to be posting. We are simply going to be doing some light touch-up work, and no, it's not plastic dip, no, it's anything like that. It's kind of dumber than plastic dip, to be honest with you, but like I said, it's going to serve its purpose until the car gets resprayed or gets wrapped. Alright guys, so one of the first steps to get your ricer paint job, you have to find your local Lowe's, so that's what we're going to do. We are here right now. We're going to go inside, get what we need, come back out and go to location number 2. Step number 2, go to your local mall, grab you some grub. And slushies. Step number 3, auto store. Step number, it doesn't really matter, go to your freaking arts and crafts store. We're gonna destroy the Subaru anyway. Now this fine piece of Subaru ass right here is not regular, it's not plus, it's fucking super. Alright guys, so long story short, everything that we went out and we got today was to simply get some touch-up paint. It's not gonna match at all to the Subi. For those of you that have watched the channel, you know, for a while, you guys will know there is some imperfections in the paint to the Subaru. The whole front bumper on the Subaru is actually spray painted. I got World Rally Blue paint, spray painted the whole bumper. That was a whole story in and of itself. I was driving to work in like February, and a metal trash can blew out into the road. I smacked the ever-loving hell out of the metal trash can. I mean, we had like 55-mile-per-hour winds. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, came out, whoosh, I just went, bah, bitch, and destroyed the paint on the front bumper. The front bumper itself had no cracks, nothing else wrong with it, but the paint, that bumper must have been painted before, but they never primered it. So the paint just started flaking off, and it looked absolutely terrible. So I sanded that all down, you know, spray painted it, and for the time being, you know, it's suffice enough. But this is kind of another one of those situations where I'm just doing a little bit of a touch-up for now. Those of you that have been watching, like I said, you guys know that the wipers on the Subaru were not working properly. They were actually coming out and smacking the A-pillar. Well, it scratched the ever-loving hell out of my A-pillar, and it just, to me, it looks crappy. And especially with the winter coming, it's starting to get some surface rust. So to just kind of hold it over into the spring. Damn it, Tex, you are so loud with your toys. Why you gotta play with two at the same time? You got a rope and a tennis ball, dumbass. But anyway, the idea of getting some model paint is what we did. We went and got some model paint, got some clear coat, and stuff like that. It's just to hold it over for the winter that we don't get any more rust. I really don't want to have to worry about, fixing holes in the A-pillar. So since the car is going to get wrapped or resprayed next year anyway, why not just kind of do some type of, I hate to say it, but half-ass touch-up. That way it doesn't rust through this winter, just to get us through during the time. And then next year, sand the whole car is going to get sanded down and probably resprayed, or some type of crazy wrap. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Do you guys want to see the Subi still in World Rally Blue? Do you guys want to see it have like some type of crazy wrap? Give me some ideas as to what you want the Subi to look like. Now, obviously, a lot of people look at me and they're like, what the hell, you're a country dude that drives a Subaru. I haven't really had a need for a truck. Shit! But when I was in high school, so I had the blue Camaro, which I showed you guys very briefly, that I built. It was a project that my dad and I did from the ground up. I had that. I had a 95 red T-top Camaro as well. And I had actually bought my dad's 97 Ford Expedition. So, like, I had my summer driver. I had my, okay, I'm 16 years old, bought a freaking Camaro. It was a 6-cylinder automatic, slow as shit. But then I had this Expedition. Well, the Expedition, when I bought it, was kind of shitty. I wouldn't even say that I bought it. My dad just kind of like, here, have it. It's fucking dying. Just take it till it blows up. So I had that to drive around in the winter. The Subaru kind of is like the best of all worlds. The Subaru obviously gets me through snow. It's got some power, and you can't beat the sound of a Subaru. But I bought mine for a cheaper price because it had some cosmetic flaws. I added to the cosmetic flaws when I hit that trash can. Now, do I still want to get a truck? Absolutely. The goal is to obviously be in a Duramax, but as I told you guys before, we're going to kind of take some baby steps. So I'm probably going to get like an older Chevy pickup truck, or like a C10, K10, a 90s, early 2000s Chevy pickup truck, or any pickup truck. Camera, my fiance, hates Ford. She hates Ford, but I love Ford. This dog picks the wrong times to drink out of his freaking bowl. I tell you what. But, we are going to get a truck for the channel. The Subaru's still going to stay. The only vehicle that might disappear from the channel would probably be the GTI. That's going back to my dad. And we might fix a couple things here and there, but that's going to be like my dad's spare car to beat around on. And yes, the GTI will shit stomp the Subaru. But hopefully come spring, I get everything done that I can, that I want to. Obviously getting an access port, getting a downpipe, all that fun stuff. Maybe bigger turbo like we've talked about before, and flaring it, then getting it painted or wrapped. That is the goal. But in the meantime, I will show you guys just a quick clip if you guys are unsure or haven't seen my other videos as to what I'm talking about with the A-pillar. I'll show you guys that quick and show you guys the dent on the door that drives me insane too, which I had a scenario where this guy was parting out a 2007 STI and I was like, damn, I'll take his door. Well, he didn't want to part out with the door, and I kind of tried to convince him, and he was like, oh yeah, here's the price that I would charge on the door. I'm like, Jesus, man, that's cheap. But I didn't directly say that to him. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, nah, I'm just going to keep the car whole. I'll just part out the motor, trans, all that stuff. So a new door for that is going to be coming. That dent is right on the crease, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. Same with the deck lid. That's going to be replaced. Probably not even with World Rally Blue colors. Just because I'm not going to be picky, obviously knowing that the car is going to get resprayed or wrapped. I'm not going to be picky about parts that I get for replacement. So here is a clip of the A-pillar and also the dent on the door. For those of you new to the channel, this is what I'm talking about right here. All this crap. I mean, all the way up through there. It's just, this freaking wiper just ended up smacking the ever-loving hell out of it. And like, when you stand back, I mean, it's not too crazy noticeable. And as you're driving, people aren't going to pay attention to it, but me knowing it's there drives me absolutely insane. And also, the other thing that I was talking about was on the passenger side. This door. Previous owner had a really big dent in the door, right? And then they used some fucking weird ass touch-up paint in it. It doesn't even match. So to wrap up today's video, guys, shit, we are going to be putting in a pinch of Copenhagen wintergreen. Now, a lot of you guys know that I dip Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen all the time. I don't know what it is right now, and those of you that follow me for the dip portion of this channel, Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen seems really dry lately. Like, it's kind of bad. Like, it doesn't taste good anymore. It's almost like when, I don't want to say it, like, the taste of it is like, a couple years ago, Copenhagen Straight kind of changed up their flavor a little bit, and I used to dip Copenhagen Straight every single day, but then they had like a dry spell, and then they changed it a little bit, and since then, I still love Copenhagen Straight, but I feel like Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen, at least in my area, is doing the same exact thing. So if you guys are having some problems with Premium Dark Wintergreen that is tasting dry, just know you're not the only one. But we're going to end this video in style. With work dying down now, finally, I will be posting more often. So, with that being said, do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Like this video, tell your friends. Till tomorrow, see you guys.